So starting at the bottom, one of your teammates, Justin Wilcox, will be fighting Masvidal.
Awesome. I think Masvidal's a beast, man. I honestly think Masvidal's one of the best fighters in the Strikeforce lightweight. I mean, period. But of course, I got to go with Justin. Justin is just a savage, man. I think, I think he can beat anybody. He's really, really good at what he does, and what he does is kick ass and take names. So I think Justin's going to do his thing.
Okay, now, is this Justin's first fight since the surprise loss to Carlos Fedor?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, this is his first fight since then.
Okay, cool. So he's been out for a while.
Yeah, it's been, 6 months, something like that? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's keep on moving up the board, man. We got Ryan Couture here and Joe Duarte.
I'm not too familiar with Joe Duarte. Ryan Couture, I think, I really like Ryan a lot. He's an awesome guy. I thought initially I was almost like jealous because he's a big name already, and I felt initially, I hate to say it, but I felt initially like he didn't deserve a lot of the attention he was getting. But his last fight, who was it against? Oh, it was against a guy I was supposed to fight, Connor Hune. That was awesome because I know Connor is a high-level fighter, and Couture did great. So I'm going to have to go with Couture, though I'm not too familiar with Duarte. I think Duarte is kind of a brawler, power puncher, strong guy. So I was really impressed with Couture, his last fight against Connor. I think he's probably going to take that one.
Yeah, we had Ryan on the show a few weeks back, and a really down-to-earth guy.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, a lot of people seem surprised with his last win, though, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, no disrespect to him, but I thought Connor was going to run through him. But he looked great, man. He really, really looked great. I was really, really impressed with Ryan. I really was. I mean, like I said, I was jealousy. I wanted his spot where he was getting all his attention. So, I thought he did awesome.
Okay, moving on up, man. Jason High versus Nate Moore.
Yeah, so I train with Nate Moore. So, I'm going to have to go with Nate, of course. Nate's a really cool guy and an awesome fighter. He fought, I'm not too familiar with High. I know he's more of a wrestler, kind of a power fighter, very explosive athlete. I actually, I came close to fighting him. They offered me a fight against him or somebody else, and I think, it was, I don't remember. One of my fights, they offered me a fight against him, but I wanted to fight 55s. So I chose the 55 fight because that's my home. But yeah, he's a good fighter. But Nate's a fantastic wrestler and very explosive striker. He fought Tarek right after I did, and he showcased that. Even though he did get finished in that fight and he got hit with some shots, his aggressiveness and athleticism really shined through in the first couple of minutes. He's an awesome fighter. I think I'm of course gonna have to go with Nate, like I said.
Okay, man. Jordan Main versus Tyler Stinson.
Okay. Jordan Main's got tons of experience. Tyler Stinson, not too familiar with him, though we did fight in the same card when Jardine and Rockhold fought. So I did see that fight against Tarek. He probably did better than anybody against Tarek. I hate to admit that, me being second. Besides Tyron, of course, who beat Tarek. Yeah, I think Stinson's going to get that one. Or I'm sorry, Jordan's going to get that one. Jordan's got a lot of experience, and he's really, really awesome. Technically a great fighter, but Stinson's got pretty good athleticism. He's really long, though that might be nullified by Jordan's length as well. So I think that if it's going to be a quick knockout, I would say Stinson just because he's so explosive. But I'm going to have to go with Jordan Main on that one for sure.
Okay, and the last fight on this stacked prelim card is Pat Healy versus, now I'm going to butcher this name, it's Japanese, but Mizuto Hirota? I'm not sure.
I don't know the Japanese guy, but I'm sure he's going to be tough, and or he wouldn't be fighting in Strikeforce, of course. So I'm going to go with Pat Healy, even though I don't know the Japanese guy. I think Pat is one of the best. I think Pat, I mean, in my eyes, he could be the next title contender against Gilbert. He's really awesome.
Yeah, it seems like Pat Healy's kind of been held down by the promotion for a while here. He's beat a few top contenders, like that fight with Carlos. Carlos was starting to get some buzz that he might be prepared for a shot. He beat him. And there was another guy a few months before that Healy knocked off who was supposed to be a top contender. I forget who it was, but Pat Healy's got some good game.
Yeah, he beat the... I could be wrong. I thought it was that Oregon wrestler. I can't remember his name, but yeah, Pat Healy beat him. Yeah, he's really awesome, man. I really like Pat Healy a lot. He's, his striking, I guess, got a little better when he fought Karros. His defense, at least, I didn't see offensively, but his grappling and wrestling, he's top notch for sure.
Okay, so we'll move to the main card on Showtime here, and we got Roger Gracie versus Keith Jardine.
Okay. Roger is awesome fighter. Really, really technical. I mean, he's arguably one of the best jiu-jitsu guys in MMA. So I'm going to have to go with him. But I really like Jardine. My heart would say Jardine, but, if I had to put money on it, I would have to say, Roger is going to win that one.
Okay, next up is Robbie Lawler versus Lorenz Larkin.
I really, me and Lorenz are pretty cool, man. I've fought on a couple cards with him, so, that's a tough decision. I think, I want Lorenz to win that, but I've met Robbie too, and, I hope he doesn't get mad at me. But, no, I think, this might be a good matchup for Lorenz. I think, he's really fast, and, if he doesn't get hit with any, knockout punches from Lawler, which he tends to throw a lot of those, I think Lorenz is going to win that one.
Okay, the co-main event for this card is Nate Marquardt versus Tyron Woodley.
Yeah, Tyron. I think Tyron's awesome. He's a really, really good fighter. Striking is good, very explosive, fast, awesome wrestler. So I'm going to have to go with Tyron on that one.
Hey, man, and we'll do the main event. I already know your pick, but let's go. Luke Rockhold versus Tim Kennedy.
Yeah, Rockhold for sure. He's a beast, man. He's a beast. I really, really like Kennedy, man. He's a super cool guy, awesome fighter. I think that's gonna be a really good fight. I think stylistically it's gonna be a great fight. But I'm gonna have to go with Luke. He goes out on a shield and he's a beast. He just goes out there and bangs, and his wrestling is getting a lot better. I actually train with of course I train with Luke, but I actually wrestle with Luke quite a bit when we're in the room. So he's really improved, his wrestling, and obviously his striking and his jiu-jitsu is really top notch. So I'm hoping that he goes out there and puts on a fantastic show and dominates Kennedy, and no injuries occur for anybody.
Hey, man, thanks for doing this.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate it, and hopefully we can see you get back in the cage real soon.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. I'm training hard, and I'm actually a vegetarian right now as of July, so I'm dialing down. I'm trying different diets because I cut a lot of weight, so I'm looking to dominate and turn the corner. I've had a couple split decisions, but no more, baby. No more. It's time for knockouts and submissions, babe. I'm gonna do it.